Charles. Good to see you too, old friend.
Thank you so much, guys. Congratulations. The movie was, I don't know, super powerful, very fun, and we enjoyed it. The 3D was fun, so when you get the opportunity to portray these iconic characters in different parts of the ages, do you talk with Mr. Stewart or Mr. McKellen to, arrange some things to how to portray it, or just follow the script and that's it?
Just follow the script, really, and I'd sort of listen to some tapes or clips on YouTube of Sir Ian McKellen, one in particular where he's sort of giving a talk at the RSC, and just sort of worked more on his voice in this one, for sure, than what I did in First Class.
I lost my fair share. Dry your eyes, Eric. Doesn't justify what you've done.
You've no idea what I've done.
I know that you took the things that mean the most to me.
Well, maybe you should have fought harder for them.
If you want to fight, Eric, I will give you a fight!
Let him come.
You abandoned me! You took her away and you abandoned me!
It's kind of on my own, really. I thought I'd take the central kind of, the prime attribute of Professor X as portrayed by Sir Patrick, and I thought that was probably empathy, but other than that, I thought it was my job to sort of show the kind of characteristics of him is slightly different, show him at a different time in his life, therefore a different man almost, and that's one of the things we play off in this movie as well. I was a different man back then, and
no one knows what it's like to be the bad man, to be the sad man, behind blue eyes.
I thought that Hugh Jackman was the singer in the group, but I see, no, you can sing.
Yeah, he still is.
yeah,
That doesn't change.
oh yeah.
Everything that happens now is in your hands.
Xavier is one of the most X-Men of all time, and in this movie we can see him totally, unpowerful, totally, So it must be refreshing to also portray that.
Yeah, he's always one of the most together people in the movies, always. X-Men are usually quite fraught with inner conflict and sometimes self-loathing or fear of their true nature. And that's all coming from them, but also from the outside. They're all being persecuted and closeted and, harmed and all that kind of stuff. Harmed. But Charles is never like that. Charles is always quite balanced together, entitled, and nobody can really touch him because he's like, hey man, I grew up in a really rich family, and I know it's tough for you guys, I'm going to help you, but everything's cool for me. So it was really good to see him on the back foot and sort of really struggling and hanging on by his fingernails and rocking a very bad haircut.
Angel. Azazel. Emma. Banshee. We were supposed to protect them! Eric, where were you, Charles? You abandoned us all.
And of course, Magneto, one of the greatest villains of the comic history, and of course, in the movies are amazing. So it is always that for an actor it's more fun to play like that kind of dramatic, epic characters than, more casual thing or...
Yeah, well, it's, there's always, well, with Magneto, there's so much there in his character to sort of play with and to have fun with, because he's got so much history, and he's got such a history with the human race. So there's a lot to dive into. It's not a sort of two-dimensional character or a very bland character. There's a lot to play with. So yeah, it's fun in that respect.